He pleaded and promised he'd better teach Kristen. But Grandma shook her head and said, all she has to do is apologize. That's it. On day 3, Kristen sat in front of her computer for 3 hours trying to write an apology email to Jaden. She wrote it, rewrote it, and revised it several times, but in the end, she didn't send it. Deep down, she still didn't feel she had done anything wrong. By day 4, my mother's patience had run out. She looked my father in the eye and said bluntly, you need to learn how to be a father from the beginning. On day 5, Kristen called me. Her voice was shaky. Can I see Jaden? I want to talk to him. But when I asked if she genuinely wanted to apologize, she said, I just want to explain. On day 6, Taylor said to me firmly, if she's only coming to defend herself and not to apologize from the heart, then it's not worth it. On day 7, the final day, Kristen came to our house. She said she wanted to clear up the misunderstanding with Jaden, but still refused to admit she had done anything wrong. When the 7th day passed without a genuine apology, Kristen was officially removed from the will. Grandma followed through with exactly what she had said she would do. Grandma called us 2 weeks after the disastrous birthday party with a surprising offer. She wanted to throw a separate birthday celebration for Jaden. A real party just for him. The guest list was simple. Just us and Jaden's 5 closest friends. The kids who didn't leave early during the last party and who genuinely cared about my son. Grandma's backyard was transformed entirely with a new theme. Night of Honor. She had spent the entire week preparing from royal blue banners to carefully crafted paper shields. She ordered a new cake from an upscale bakery in the city. A flawless castle cake with golden icing that read, Jaden, you matter. The atmosphere was warm and peaceful. Exactly what Jaden had always wanted. No yelling, no chaos, just the sound of laughter from kids who truly loved being there. The most touching moment came when Grandma brought a pale golden retriever puppy with a red ribbon tied around its neck. She looked at Jaden and said, his name is Milo. Milo will always protect you. He'll never hurt you. Taylor was moved to tears watching our son smile. Truly smile. For the first time in 2 weeks, Jaden hugged Grandma tightly and said, I love you so much. At that moment, I knew this was Jaden's real birthday. A day when he was seen, respected, and loved the way he always should have been. Jaden's transformation after his real birthday was nothing short of remarkable. Before everything happened, my son was shy, afraid of conflict, and often unwilling to speak up. He would always choose silence over facing uncomfortable situations. But it was like something inside him shifted after Milo came into his life. Jaden became noticeably more confident. More importantly, he learned to say no when something felt wrong. I remember one moment in particular when a classmate asked to borrow his favorite Lego set. Jaden politely but firmly said no. At school, he told his friends about his super cool great-grandma who stood up for him when no one else did. His classmates were amazed when they heard the story of his brave grandmother. What made me proudest was when Jaden decided to join the school's debate club, something he'd never have considered before simply because the thought of speaking in front of others terrified him. Milo and Jaden became inseparable. He spent hours teaching the puppy new tricks and took full responsibility for caring for him. From feeding to walks, Jaden handled it all with care and maturity. One evening, as I watched him playing with Milo in the yard, I turned to Taylor and said, he's a completely different kid now. He knows he deserves to be respected. Taylor nodded and squeezed my hand. And I knew then that was the greatest gift Grandma had given Jaden. Not just a puppy, but the confidence to stand tall and the strength to protect himself.